Okay, well, I cleaned up the ground, but then I made a mess out of it again. Is everything funny, King? Not really. I clean up, I make a mess. I clean up, so I emptied the truck out, kind of. This is a little wiggle wobbly. So I take these old screws out of there. And I'm gonna put them. Well, that's a long one. Well, that one could have come out. And that one just sank right in there because it's so rotted. I guess, I don't know. Hit that with the hammer, maybe? How about this one? So snap that one off with a hammer. It's a little rotten there. I had a hammer around here, some kind of wear. What the heck did I do with it? I was looking at some YouTube videos, truck drivers and stuff like that, transporting fuel, like gasoline and diesel. They're starting the guys out at like, I don't know, $30-something an hour. $35 an hour. That there. $35 an hour. That's about what I'd, if the prices weren't so low, that's about what I'd be making scrapping. About $35 an hour for a 40-hour week. That's close to $1,500, right? I thought that thing would snap off, but it didn't. So I just pounded it in. We're not looking for perfection, are we? What's the point in perfection? Seriously. Take pride in your work there, King. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's worse than before. I'll have to get some more duct tape. As long as the light functions and makes minimal legal requirements, that's all I need. It's like a jungle over here. And oh wow, that tire went flat. I have to fix that. So what do you think about the property so far? my poverty in life. That's got to come down. So I was thinking, maybe I should do that for a living. Give it a go. I don't have a very good track record working for people, because I do a lot of like stupid stuff, like forgetting things, and I gotta be told like 500 times over and over. Then, after a little while on the job, I try and figure out shortcuts. Because lazy or hardworking, right? Not that nobody else ever does that. I mean, just about everybody at work will try and like figure out shortcuts. One more of that. It's really noisy, isn't it? I mean, growing up, my dad had two real jobs. He was a firefighter and a plumber, and he never lost any of those jobs. My mom had jobs too, and she never got fired. She never quit. Look at that. Well, that's kind of rotten out there. I guess we could drive a bolt through there into the steel. See how it moves like that. That's a shambles, isn't it? Like everything else, it's like, all right, there's no nails or screws to hammer down in here. So yeah, they're like desperate for fuel delivery drivers. I was watching the video, they're like, oh yeah, they're hiring, they'll hire anybody. Well, I guess I'm the anybody standard, right? They'll really hire anybody if they hire me. No endorsements. The one fuel hauler was saying that no experience necessary. I guess after February 22nd, 2022, truck driver requirements where you had to go to some kind of driver school thing, and that's expensive, and I don't want to take out a loan. Plus my credit is destroyed, so it's destroyed from not paying bills and stuff like that. I don't care. It'd be nice to have a job, but I could do this stupid stuff. I don't know. Not even part-time, just like leisurely or whatever. The piece of wood is stuck on something. So supposedly it's got a couple of screws sticking out of it somewhere. I don't see them. I struggle with everything, so. King, if you're doing it that way, you won't have to struggle. It looks like I'm struggling, but I'm lazy or hardworking type of guy. So I don't want to get like scratched up by that screw, wherever it's at. Plus they say there's all kinds of overtime. I don't know. Let's go check the other side. I don't know what you guys have seen, but look at that. That to me feels like an accomplishment, and it shouldn't really. Yeah, I cleaned up this whole area, and then I made a mess out of it again. Okay, so I can see right there's a gap that I didn't really want. Might have to turn it around. I don't know. I'll go walk around over there and make a decision. Maybe I could overlay that piece of wood right there. Why don't you just go to the store, King? Yeah, if they're handing the wood out for free, you can't really find any wood, really scrap wood that's decent laying around right now. So it's gapped like that. I have to walk all the way around, Well, what are you gonna do, right? If you're me, you make a mess out of everything, then it ends up getting in the way. Why don't you go over a little bit more? There we go. That should be about even, so there'll be gaps on both sides, I suppose. I'll drive a couple of screws into it, and then I'll run a Sawzall along. I don't know how true or square it is. It looks like it's leaning a little bit. What are you gonna do? Take pride in your work, King. Yeah, to a certain degree, but I know it's not gonna last no matter what I do because of the material it's made out of. And honestly, I don't really want to put a lot of effort into it, which I already seem like I am. Yeah, I don't like that gap. If you had a helper, ain't nobody want to help. Would you want to come here and help? I mean, what's the reward? Nothing. Ain't like I'm gonna pay you. Wouldn't be worth it. I mean, it would be worth it, but it wouldn't be worth it. This is scrap metal, and it's not worth a lot. That's still tilted. Yeah, the prices are going to keep going down. I don't care what that Tom from the Ice Grab app says. Just listen to the king, okay? I don't have a company or a vested interest in nothing. So I don't care, you know? Lazy or hardworking? Just call me lazy. Not even hardworking. Where could I put this? Where you could you guys could sit back and observe. Watch the king and his craft. Is that angle great? I don't think so. That's probably a better angle. Can you see me? Okay, I'm gonna drive like one or two screws into this and hope for the best. Meanwhile, Bert from Scrap Farm is laughing. That's okay. This is doing it like Beamer and Son poverty style, or like Poorville. Oh, that one went too far. There we go. So, I got 3 over there. I didn't have to measure nothing. I didn't have to measure nothing or nothing. Just eyeball estimations. Ever notice when you go to most scrap yards in the United States, okay? I'm not talking about Europe, because their scrap yards seem like they're a lot neater and cleaner. But the ones in the USA, for the most part, the equipment, now see, that's a little bit too far over on that side, and I got a gap over here. I'm just gonna have to live with it. Anyway, the scrap yards in America are like, the equipment that they have is typically pretty run down and beat. See, look, kids, no fancy pilot hole, nothing. See, it can be done the wrong way, and you can actually get some kind of results. Maybe not the best, but anyway, the scrap yards in America are typically, the equipment's run down. Yeah, I gotta put a little dent pilot hole in there. Everything is beat and run down. You know, the ground filled with potholes. You know, even the people that work there are kind of like run down and beat. It's because it's a bottom dollar business. You don't really want to put anything back into it. It is at this moment that all the tool pros have left the chat. See? Nothing fancy required. And already it's like, feels way more structurally sound. I could like overlay like a small piece of like plywood right in here somehow. Yeah, King, but then it looks like, I don't care. I just want it to make me money. It just needs to hold and contain garbage without it spilling out onto the street. So it just has to be strong just enough. Doesn't have to look great. Doesn't have to do any fancy tricks. It's just a wagon on wheels to get it from one place to another. And then after that, who cares? Yeah, I'm impressed with myself. No real tools required. A drill. A drill and a rough eyeball estimation. Ah, that looks about right. Anything more than that is like over the top. It's unnecessary. In my opinion. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have everything perfect and true. Maybe made out of steel, which I tried drilling through, like I said, and here I had this grand idea to drill through this bed frame steel, and it's incredibly tough. It's incredibly tough. It can be done, but it's painfully slow process. and I kind of lack the patience. And so it's a go at it slowly type of approach thing. Maybe drill here and there, and once I hear, get my words crossed, because I hear an owl going whoo whoo. Once I have enough pieces drilled out and stuff like that, then I'll assemble it. Wow, that looks great actually. Wow. Let's go over to the other side. Random firework. Did you hear that? It's like your random firecracker. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, see? I kind of messed up by putting it a little bit too far over to the side, but and it looks like it's leaning a little bit, just a teeny little bit. It's a little frustrating, but I'll get over it. Sure is a lot stronger with that piece in there. Then I add a few more pieces, maybe like something up there, more brace bars and some steel, and snug down some of the wood here. It looks like it's bent. And it should be good to go eventually, sooner or later. I gotta check that front wheel over there to see if the caliper is hanging up on that side. Do you ever like walk over one place and then you forget what you came over here for? That just happened to me. Why did I come over here? I came over here for something. Oh yeah, this just in case it rains. Let's take these off the ground here. Put them away in the van. Okay, I walked over here for something. Oh yeah, my other drill. Brain fart. Where the heck did I put it? Down there. Here it is. If it rains this evening, I don't know, I've left the Harbor Freight ones out in the rain, with those cheapo ones. But if you leave them in the rain too many times, the water gets inside the battery and it shorts it out. And then it no longer works. Okay, what else was I looking for? Something. When I leave, it'll come to mind. Oh yeah, I wanted to admire the work again. Which I already did that, but I think I'm retracing my steps. Look at that. Nice and snug. Oh, now I know.